Boom, boom, boom. Hey, everybody. It's Thursday. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. My lighting is off. I wasn't even going to go on tonight. And then I thought, you know what? I can't disappoint my tens of fans. I have to go out there, even if I'm tired. Even if I'm tired. Tomorrow's Friday. Thank God it's Thursday night. That's for sure. That's for sure. There's a lot of craziness going on out there. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. There's a lot of craziness going on out there. I found that I don't get all nutty from all the stuff that's going on out there because I realize a lot of it doesn't really even affect me. I've been watching it. I've been watching it close because again, it doesn't affect me. Is it Lindsay Clancy? I'll try to get Faith on a little bit. She didn't show up for work today. She's not in her chair. So anyway, I've been paying attention to this Lindsay Clancy thing just a little bit, just a little bit. But I'm just curious because I go on social media and all I see on there is people arguing about it, fighting about it, like they're sitting in the courtroom or like they know these people personally or something. It doesn't affect me. And it's just used to push and pull the audience in different directions. All these things are just tools. Like Rahm Emanuel said long ago, Never let a good crisis go to waste, President Obama. People are all angry and mad. They want her to go to jail for the rest of her life. Some people think that have said that she is a good mother, including the defense attorney in the closing arguments. I think it's pretty clear that she's maybe not a good mother. You know, the last act kind of cancels out the zoo trips, you know. So people wanted to fry and whatever, and I'm like, you know what? What's it matter? I don't even care. I don't care if she gets committed for the rest of her life or for 20 years and gets out and all that garbage. I don't care if she goes. I mean, it doesn't affect me. So I'm not going to let it pull and push me emotionally. And besides, if you're a Christian, then you already know that everybody's going to be judged, even when the person in question gets away with something. They really aren't. No one gets away with anything. So with that removed, with any kind of emotional, what do you call emotional blackmail that would be able to make me go, oh, I want her to be punished and this and that, whatever, that gets removed. I'm not going to get pushed and pulled by that. But like, I was thinking like in the news back when I was growing up. Hang on a second. My bad. Where'd I put my glasses? Oh, back in my day, a case like this would have been on the news like what? 3 times. It would have been on the news back in the day at the beginning, and it would have been on the news at the end, and it would have been on the news in the middle somewhere. And then maybe a follow-up story, maybe a decade later. And that would be all that the coverage you would see. Because it doesn't really it's a horrible story. It's horrible, but it doesn't affect me. It doesn't change my mood. It doesn't ruin my day. I mean, it's horrible, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't touch my life. I just got a notification from Rumble that I'm on. That's good. It's good they're on top of it. They're on top of it. Like now, like many other like horrible stories that you see endless streams of in the news. It never seems to end. They dominate the headlines, these type stories, and they dominate social media. Everybody on social media, I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know this or not, but everybody on social media is an expert. All of them. Everyone. They all know. All it is a new way, well, recycled way to divide people. Just a new useful topic for division. Again, by a story that doesn't really affect our lives. I've seen videos this week on social media of women talking about how they support this lady. You got hundreds of women outside the courthouse supporting her, thinking that she should just get off, go home, go home. She's a good mother. No one understands. No one understands. I'd like to get Faith's opinion on this a little bit later, having had 5 herself. She probably has a unique view of the story. We'll go back to that. Social media. On social media, it just dominates. I was scrolling my social media today, which I've been trying to go on less and less lately because, hey, touch some grass. And it's just That, and then on the other side of it, I see people like for weeks now posting like pictures of their X Club card. They got this cool X code, like what monetization card or whatever. People posting pictures of their algorithms and saying, "I really need help getting to this number, guys. Please help me. I work so hard." It's man, it's a sickness out there. You got people out there going, "I'm donating $1. All you gotta do is follow me. You could be in the winning. You could be a winner. You could win $1. Just follow me." People begging for money. Donate to my account. I have this much towards my Tesla truck. It's like $200 in the account. Come on, guys, help, help. I need this. I need that. It's just a new way to beg. Monetization has ruined social media. I talked about this for weeks now. Seems like the news cycle once again is just catching up to mags. Mags. Which button should I?
Wrong.
Oh yeah, that's probably right. No, it's wrong. But whatever. Feeds on social media, like it recently came out. I was reading how feeds in social media have been giving you more of the things that you hate because that gets you to respond. I see like on social media there was this platform called Pickaxe, and I joined up on it. This must have been the spring. They're still pretty. Well, they were new, but they were still a finished product, so to speak. Whatever. Long story short, went on there. I'm like, oh, this is cool. You can put articles on there. You can do this. You can do that. And that's not the case. You think the algorithm's not there too? It's all the same. So they're all over social media trying to get people to go to their thing. These guys in their podcast trying to get people to go to their thing. You notice I don't ask for money. I'm not out here asking for donations. I do this because I just kind of enjoy it. I kind of enjoy seeing myself on screen or whatever it is. Maybe I just like the attention. I don't know what it is, but I don't do it for money. That's for sure. That's for sure. But anything that costs me money, like any hobby or whatever you want to call it. But I see these people on social media, everybody's just chasing monetization. Everybody's a star. Everybody's a star. Everybody should be on social media. Everybody should be whatever. And it's tricky to say that as I'm sitting here on my little, I didn't want to call it a podcast. It's just me on a little microphone with a little camera. Maybe I'm just holding on to the glory from 1776. I just can't let it go. I don't know what it is. I do know that society is getting sicker and sicker. It's true. It's true. It's interesting to me though too to watch how people are so easily swayed whatever direction by whatever the story is. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. All the people will go out there and start as soon as they get the orders, they'll go out there and start regurgitating stories all over the place, pushing narratives and the like. I miss a simpler life. A simpler life. Back when I mentioned this the other day too to somebody, I was like, you know what I don't see anymore? I don't see anyone standing outside stores like they used to, like they used to, saying thing, holding the sign up saying, repent, repent, the end is near. Used to see that a lot. Now you don't see that anymore. I just happened to look at the chat. Are you one of them MAGAs? I don't know what gave it away. I don't know if it's MAGA. Does the narrative push and go both? Absolutely, it does. Absolutely, it does. I will say that in my experience, it seems like people on the right are generally a bit more informed, but just as easily led. That's for sure. The problem is that a lot of us are too plugged in. We're all too plugged in. We needed to go back to simpler times. No, not that. Oh, see, I need a producer in here. I had it all ready and set, and then I screwed it up. Anyway, we need simpler times. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm over here trying to do the producing as well, and it just screwed up my mojo. I have mojo? I don't think I have any of that. So this social media, whatever they're out there, this pickaxe thing is out there all over X, and they're trying to get, oh, come over here. You can be monetized. You can make money. You can be a star. You can win these awards and everything. And when you go over there, it's just another leaderboard. It's just another leaderboard with a bunch of people that have too much time on their hands or desperately need some attention or are part of this whole loneliness epidemic that seems to be going on. And they're easy targets because they want, oh, you mean people will listen to me? People will pay me money? Again, it's tricky because I'm just sitting here on the camera as well right now. But I mean, I could be, I've been doing this for 5 years. Like that means something or whatever.
These people are crazy.
They are crazy. They are crazy. Simpler times, please. Simpler times.
Our first house nearly never got built. My wife was so bent on helping the builder. Woman, I said, leave that poor man alone and make us some coffee. Not that kind you've been buying either. Instant Maxwell House coffee. Red jar, good to the last drop. Maxwell House. The instant that tastes like coffee. Be a good little Maxwell housewife, and we'll be happy here for a long time.
Be a good little Maxwell housewife. Do as you're told, and we'll be okay. Oh, we don't take kindly to you MAGA loyalists. What's a MAGA loyalist? What's that? I'm a constitutional loyalist. How was that? I know that Trump does some things wrong I don't like this ridiculousness about changing the lake name. What's that do, man? Come on. Let's be more serious. He's got more important things to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, there you go. I was MAGA before MAGA was MAGA. What do you think about gerrymandering and political lobbying? I think lobbying should be ended. I think it should be illegal. I think gerrymandering is a joke as well, and it's just another tool, another political tool. There's better ways to divide districts. You MAGA, there you go, maggots. You maggots are taking away our Constitution. It's right there. It's still here. It's good. It's in good hands. You guys don't read it anyway, so we'll keep it over here. That way it'll stay safe. You won't use it to roll a joint or something. We'll keep it good. We don't take kindly. I don't care. You're in my house. This is my house.
Shut up.
So shut up. That's right, Nancy. You tell them. Tell them, Nancy. I just don't get that we don't take kindly. Whatever, dude. Don't take kindly. Don't care. Not interested. I've never been one to really care what other people think. That's part of the sickness, you see. Everyone out there seems to care too much about what other people think. So then they create their social media profile. They make their whole whatever they create online. I've seen it a million times. Some of the scummiest people I met in the movements and stuff have the glowiest, shiniest social media pages. Just amazing people, if you ask them. Absolutely amazing. Oh, that's dessert. I don't know. Maybe. Y'all
Y'all are destroying our country and replacing our jobs with AI.
y'all. Okay. I don't get it. I don't get it. What's up? MAGA. Careful. Careful. Society is sick. Grow your brand. That's how they get people to join these things. It's ridiculous. Grow your brand. Everybody has a brand. Yada, 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 yada. Again, I almost feel a bit hypocritical, but again, I'm not out here to make money. I don't chase the algorithm. I don't care who reads my posts. I just post. I don't check. I don't even know how to get to that page on X to find out what my algorithm is so I can check and see how many people have been watching. I just don't care. I'm gonna sit back for now and get the content to use in courts. What courts? What are you talking about? Should I be worried? Oh, I love it. There's always a hater or two out there, but they never really accomplish anything. It's always the same thing. I set my buttons real far away so that the cables would reach Faith's desk, but she's not at it. She's not over there. So guess that was all for nothing. I don't know. People are mad all over the place, but the division is crazy. I saw there was one lady out there that was commenting because her boyfriend basically said when she showed her support for that Lindsay lady that he broke up with her. He couldn't be with her because he has to consider the safety of his children one day and who he wants to have children with, and that's not the kind of person or values that he wants to raise kids with. And hey, guess what? That makes perfect sense. Why would anyone resist MAGA? That is the question. Yeah, there's such a stigma attached to it now. But it was placed there by the opposition. It's not like, you know, MAGA did anything wrong. But the problem with MAGA is when you get labeled MAGA, that means remind me to oil that thing. When you get labeled MAGA, you're just assumed because the people on the left do the Solinsky thing, and they don't research, they don't look into anything. They just believe what they're told about the MAGA. That's why you have morons in here calling people maggots and stuff like that, because they use those things so they can dismiss what you're saying. They don't have to listen to the opposition. It makes it way easier when you can just demonize people. I've had it done to me in person, online, all over the place. I'm an old pro. Well, I'm old anyway. It's ridiculous is what it is. So they make MAGA, they attach MAGA. If you're MAGA, that means you follow and believe every single thing Trump does, no matter what. You worship the ground he walks on and all that kind of stuff. They push that and they try to attach that to the MAGA label, but that's not what MAGA is. MAGA is Make America Great Again, not Trump. Like I always say, it's the American flag at the top of the poll. It's not Trump at the top of the poll. These MAGA loyalists how are these MAGA loyalists destroying our country? Don't speak in platitudes. Don't give some generic answer that you heard. Don't tell me the narratives. I know your narratives. I know the narratives. I don't want the narratives. I want facts. What do you mean they're destroying the Constitution? What do you mean? Explain. Can you? Oftentimes, the people on the left and the right sometimes too, man. Let's be real. There's a lot of people out there that don't do any research. They just listen to a commentator or a podcast or whatever and take all that as gold and just believe it no matter what. That's not the way to do it. If I hear something on the radio or on the news that I want to talk about or whatever, I make sure I look into it. I make sure I read a little bit about it, at least the portion that I'm talking about. You'll notice I didn't say whether I thought that Lindsay lady should get jail or she should get whatever she should get. I didn't say anything about the punishment because I don't know the case. But everyone out on social media has an opinion about it. And those opinions aren't formed from research or knowledge or any of that stuff. Those opinions are formed from someone else's opinions. That's it. Oftentimes, one other person's opinion. So they hear a narrative and they believe it. They regurgitate it everywhere as if it was fact, and they fight for it. Because once they're emotionally tied to an issue, once they are emotionally blackmailed into an issue, they will fight for that issue, whether they are right or wrong. They could find out that they are wrong, and they will still fight for that issue. Chat's going a little fast over here. I know, yeah, we got one hell of a secure border right now. That's the truth. Oh, you forgot that your president's regime deleted files in the Epstein files and didn't release them yet. Are those two separate thoughts? What files did he delete? I didn't hear anything about deleted files. Maybe you know more about it than me. That's quite a possibility. See, I'm open to conversation like that. I'm open to saying maybe this guy knows more about it than I do. I am not that's how we learn. You have to stay a little humble. I've been wrong. I can't think of any examples right now, but I'm sure of it that I've been wrong. I'm sure of it. In England, we've noticed a lot more Americans immigrating here. I think it's people fleeing the country. What do you make of them? I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know if that's even true, but if it is, I wouldn't think that they were fleeing the country. And if they are, it's probably the ones we want to flee the country. So have at it. Enjoy those people over there in England as if you don't have enough issues already. Let's see. What's up, public defender? Oh, Jericho's public defender. Oh, wow. I'm just gonna put you on timeout. I don't like. Here's the rule, and I don't have many rules. Free speech is go at it, go at it. YouTube sometimes holds comments, but that's got nothing to do with me, and I can't see them. So it is what it is. Don't go at each other. I don't want to see like disrespect or people insulting or whatever other people in the chat. I don't want it to get out of hand. I want people to enjoy being here and watching my goofy butt on the screen. Now, that being said, please direct all hate and attention of that kind towards me. I will gladly suck it up and I will send you home packing looking stupid like I usually do. So feel free to aim that stuff at me. Talk about my goofy beard or whatever. My try to get me to take my hat off. That's what some people do. They try to get me to take my hat off. It's pretty funny, really. I guess people sit around and do that stuff. It's weird. Hello, how are you? Most likely they are. Most likely. Again, how I.
Exactly how I said. You MAGA loyalists are destroying the country. I can't give you an example of what I mean, but I know that it's happening because I heard about it on the Riri news. They told me that you're destroying the country, you're the enemy, so I hate you now.
That's pretty much the inside of Lefty's head. Why is that echoing? Shouldn't be echoing. Stop that. I love that. I never can give an example of what the people are doing to destroy the country, but they will always say that we're destroying the country. We don't enjoy them. They make tea wrong. Right? They literally said they would release the Epstein files and only released a small percentage of them and redacted the names of the perpetrators and showed the victims' names. Yeah, I know. It was a big mess. It was horrible how they handled that. It was ridiculous and stupid. I agree. I agree. I agree. Fact is, most of the people that are in there have been paid off. That's why they don't come out and give a list. We've seen them come out and say that they're going to provide a list, but they don't. Most of them have signed something and taken money, so they can't. These are not all innocent girls, on a side note, but, that's a separate story. So they can't say anything, but they've come out and said over and over again that they're going to. And even if they did, what difference would that make? It would make no difference at all. If anything, they're probably doing that so they can extort more money from people on the back end. That would make more sense. That would make sense as to why they keep saying they'll do it and then they don't do it. There's not going to be any crime. There's not going to be any trials. There's not going to be anyone held accountable. It's just the way it is. And even if they come out and say the names, it's not going to change anything either. Just going to be accusations. So I just don't care, I guess. I mean, it's horrible and all that stuff, like I said, but I don't get emotionally involved in all these stories because then you get pushed around. It controls your day. Those are the kind of people that get all emotionally involved that you see online that are like freaking out and making videos of them crying in their cars and stuff. It's breaking them. Society is breaking. Yeah, good point. What did you raise? I'm not really concerned about it. Seems like you guys are. People make mistakes. Everyone gets a mistake, right? So that's a example, a good example. So when someone on the right makes a mistake, which has happened plenty of times, the people on the left try to define that person by that one act, right? Because it was a mistake, it's not a good thing, it's going to make that person look bad. Yes, as it should most of the time. It should make them look bad. But the left will try, or the opposition will try to make that person's whole identity about that one act, and then they'll try to cancel them or push them out or whatever, but they try to delegitimize them by that. That's ridiculous. We've all made mistakes. If you're going to live by that standard, man, whew, I hope you're hard on yourself. Operation Warp Speed. Boo. I agree. Called himself the father of the vaccine. That was a mistake too. But I think at that point, in that term, he had a lot of people left over in the government that weren't on his side. And that's been pretty clear now. So he was taking advice from people who were actually, not good people. Literally gave an example that your president didn't release the Epstein files a year and a half. This MAGA, though, he never gave an example. You said that MAGA is destroying the Constitution. And then when I asked you for an example, you brought up the Epstein files, one of the 5 biggest narratives the left is talking about right now. You were just exposing yourself as kind of like, a bit ignorant, I think. Maybe a bit of a lemming sheep, if you will. Barr. I wish I still had that button of Ted Nugent. That was good. This one might work.
We love you all.
No.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah, trust me, bro. Trust me, bro. So you think you gave an example, but you really didn't give an example. That's the thing. You think you're debating well, but you're not at all. You're not even on the same subject anymore. I got this guy. See, I got him with the Epstein files. The Epstein files are totally a good example of how they're destroying the Constitution. What? You should probably start by reading the Constitution. Should probably start that. Examples. How about supporting everything this insane man does? And I don't support everything he does. I've already said that over and over again. And you're playing right into what I said, because I said earlier that when they try to say someone's MAGA, they try to make it so they believe everything that Trump says. It's a cult, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. But that's not accurate. It's not the case. You believe it's the case because you have been subverted, you see. But the subverted never really know that they're subverted, do they? Or it wouldn't really work. Actually, in the end, it still would work. Everything is same man does. Illegal wars. I haven't seen any illegal wars. Higher prices and supporting fascism and terrorists. He supports fascism and terrorists. That's not a start. You're reading false narratives that you're regurgitating from one of your left wing, probably reading the Atlantic or something. Good job, bruh. It's not the win you think it is. The teenagers trafficked by old men aren't innocent, but you do no harm yet say that shit. I didn't say that. You're quoting. You made up a quote and then you want me to defend it. This is the mind of the left right here. Thank you for being here and showing everybody. I didn't say teenagers. I didn't say teenagers. You said I said teenagers, which makes the comment sound a little nutty. Cool story, bro. Endless examples. One example at a time why MAGA is destroying the country, but we will have to start with each example you ignore. Wow. I don't like either party. If they really cared about making our system work better, they would ban gerrymandering and insider trading. 100% agree. The people in the government that serve us hate us. Most of them hate us. Have no doubt. They are not there. If you went into Congress and purged everyone, you would only lose like 5 or 6 actual good people, I think. The rest of them aren't there for the right reasons. They're there to get ahead. Another super intelligent comment. Rosemary, he's MAGA. They're all daughters of Eve. They must have had tight clothes on, therefore their fault that men abuse them. That's how MAGA think. Yeah, my car crying is exclusively done off camera. Amen to that. Too much of that garbage going on lately. Who the hell is setting up cameras to do that stuff? Like, who does that? One of the videos I saw about that Lindsay lady was some mom, and she put out a video. She's just holding her baby, and she's crying, and she kisses the baby on the forehead because that shows in the video that she's not blaming the baby. She's just having a hard time. That's all well and good. If she's having a hard time, I hope she gets some help. If she was really having a hard time, would she record it and edit it and put music to it and post it on her social media? No. She would do that if she wants people to think that, so she can get sympathy, so she can get followers, so she can get likes. That's all everyone seems to be chasing anymore is likes. Hey, like and share this video whenever you're done. All they seem to do is share likes and that kind of garbage. Or look for likes and all that kind of garbage. Make sure you hit the like button. $6 trillion. Creating inflation of today. Operation Warp Speed cost $6 trillion. I don't know if that's true or not, but I highly doubt $6 trillion. But maybe. I haven't researched it. You could be right. I highly doubt it, but you could be right. Again, I highly doubt it. Cost $6 trillion, created the inflation of today. Interesting. It's weird if you know facts. Do you know facts? Clearly you don't. Because when Trump handed Biden the reins in 2020, inflation was 1.4%. In a short period of time, Biden's policies, I believe it was the next, not the following summer, but the next summer, Biden got his inflation rate up to 9.2%. And really, it was higher than that. It's all wrapped up into the way that they record it. So, what are you talking about? I have to do a quick search just because I just need to know. I'm curious. Maybe you're right. Let's see. Yeah, I was not a fan of Operation Warp Speed. Yes, and now you'll defend pedos, terrorists, kidnapping. Who's defending them? What are you even talking about? Operation Warp Speed is most commonly described as an $18 billion U.S. government program. 18 billion or 6 trillion? Those seem like different numbers. Just so you know. Wherever you get your ridiculous facts, you should probably reconsider. People make mistakes. Our president, not my president, it's our president, was involved with Epstein. I know. I remember when he called the sheriff and tried to, and turned him into the FBI and stuff. That was pretty crazy, right? Remember when he banned him from his club and stuff? That was wild. Remember that? Remember how he never went to the island? Remember that? That was cool, huh? $6 trillion. Yeah. Those tunes are good. Blah, blah, blah. Haters are trying to take it over. That's all right. I can bob and weave and take y'all on. It's pretty easy, really. I gave you like 5. You still refuse to admit it. You gave me 5. You gave examples that I then shot down and exposed as false. So they don't count, you see. If I say 1 + 1 is 2 and you say, no, it's not, it's 8. That doesn't mean you're right. You didn't give me a point. That would be an incorrect point. Man, dude, call your troll bosses. Get your bosses in here. You guys can't. It's. I appreciate this. That's good for it's good to burn off a little steam. Reading the Constitution is a good start, Mags. You managed to get that far yet? Nah, I've never read it. It's a waste of time. I just like it so much I hung it on the wall behind me. That's all for show. Just like all these other people out here, it's just a big show. I just put on a show to make people think I'm a good person. I don't actually, but wait, I do live by those principles. That's right. That's right. That's probably why in 5 years, no troll has been able to get me. There's no room for you to get me. I don't leave any space. Keep trying. It'll be fun. Let's move on to anybody else. This guy's triggered. My grocery bill hasn't gone up since Trump took office. And then this person's grocery bill has tripled. Which is wild. What are your thoughts on cannibalism? cannibalism bad. Didn't Biden's uncle or something get cannibalized? Remember he said that? Remember when the president of the United States said that his uncle, I think, was cannibalized? What? He didn't really say that, did he? See, this is the ignorance I'm talking about. How can anyone say that? Statistically, it's incorrect on most fronts. I can tell you as a business owner, it is remarkably better under Trump than it is under Biden. 100% better. Guess what? You know, even unmeasurables, like people are willing to spend money now. People didn't want to spend money whenever Biden was in office. He didn't kick him out of his club either. Also a myth. Oh, okay. I've only seen that reported in like 50 different places, but if you say so, you're probably right. Islam is a false religion that worships a false prophet who married a 6-year-old and got her pregnant at 9. What's wrong with you fools? MAGA. What's wrong with you fools? Period, MAGA? I mean, I agree with you. Trump is the best president we've ever had. I mean, he's up there. I don't know about we've ever had. That's pretty wild. There's some good candidates in there. That's pretty wild. I wouldn't say that. Not yet. He has the potential. When do we refuse reality? He can't leave, Jericho. He's compelled. These small-minded lefties are compelled. They're compelled to stay and argue and set things straight. You can't have people out here preaching a different opinion. That's just crazy. That's crazy. Speeches were more entertaining under Biden? Yeah, I don't know about that. Heck, that dude was boring as hell. Even that speech, that communist-looking speech he did in front of the red building with the soldiers behind him and stuff. Even that was like, do you remember that? Do you remember how he was demonizing American citizens and MAGA? Do you remember that stuff? MAGA is terrible. Oh, man, I don't get it. I don't. That's all right. We don't have to. The world has gone crazy. The sooner we realize it, the better. I guess the jury's out right now on that whole Lindsay case, so we'll have to see what's going on. Wow, what the hell? All right, we'll leave you with, we're going to do a 17-second intermission to show how horrible AI is going to be. I promise that you won't wanna get This is technology. This is where we're going. This is what we're doing. Technology. Unfortunately, you haven't successfully defended MAGA from the debacle of electing Donald Trump. You'll never live that down. I'm not trying to live it down. I'm glad he's there. I don't have to defend MAGA. The thing is that I don't have to defend MAGA, and you don't get to decide if I effectively or successfully defended MAGA because you put up a bunch of points that showed how ignorant you are of what's actually going on. You gave examples of how MAGA is destroying the Constitution by saying some off-topic thing about Epstein and then some other ridiculous comments that it was easy to refute. I'm open to listen to people who have different opinions, but I can only listen to people who have stupid opinions for so long. And after that, it's like, it's obvious I'm not going to waste my time and my breath on this person because they are so subverted that there's nothing that can bring them back. People get so subverted. You can show them the concentration camps and they still won't believe it. Remember, this is what I'm talking. Oh my gosh, it's like dumber comment after dumb. I'm sorry, but it's dumb. Remember when he was demonizing US citizens? You mean Trump when it comes to legal immigrants? No. What are you even talking about? Some of these people, man, I don't even understand how they get there. What are you talking about? At least Biden didn't F the economy. Were you not around? Are you serious right now? Are you in total denial? That's amazing. He had inflation at 9.2%. 9.2%. You know, as a business owner, you're very, very aware of the economy and things like that. And I can only tell you that under Trump, it is a whole lot better. Business is booming. People are willing to spend money. That's what I'm experiencing. I mean, Trump calling people from different countries aliens. It's not that hard of a concept, little bro. Little bro. Well, you must be real old. It's Trump calling people from different countries aliens. They are aliens. What are you talking about? They are aliens. Most illegal aliens. And most of the, I don't, is there anyone out? Come on, I know there's one of you guys out there on the left that's a little smarter than this. Somebody, come on, somebody with the smooth tongue that can really come on, something. Anybody? I mean, this is pathetic. You skipped several of my last comments, so I can't read every comment. I'm trying, I try to read them, but I got to catch up, or I'm reading comments from 10 minutes ago. So I'll just skip this one too. Have you seen Trump's? Look at the numbers, little bro. Little bro. Have failed to defend MAGA from the debacle of electing Trump. You've already said that, dude. You said that a couple times already. Did we really have to keep going? That's ridiculous. I agree, dog catcher. They have to be. I agree with you. I said that earlier, Patty. He does. Yeah, I don't, and not that it takes so much time to do that, but come on. Come on. We don't really need to do that, do we? Exactly. You have to. Well, I have to because they're dumb. They're dumb. Dumb.
These people are crazy.
Yes. Yes. You need to stop. That's so dehumanizing. Oh, you're like one of those equity people, huh? You're all big on equity and stuff. Do you realize it doesn't mean like aliens, like a different species or from another planet, right? Like, that just means alien to America. Like, that's if you come from another country and you come into America, you're an alien. So catch up or something. Let him skip. It's sad. It's sad. You want you want the public to be smart and aware and that kind of stuff. And I just get at the point where I'm like, I'm just going to move out in the middle of nowhere and turn off all this garbage and walk around barefoot in the grass for the rest of my life because people are crazy. It's hard not to become very cynical about the future and society and all that stuff when you pay attention to how dumb some people seem to be and how subverted and how everyone is so willing to be a sheep. Everybody's so willing to just be a sheep, just dying for the table scraps. Oh my gosh. You're special.
You can't address how I called you out numerous times. I swear I did. I swear.
Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro. I did. I totally did. Redefining your question to my MAGA is destroying the country comment, so of course you skipped it. Laughing my ass off.
You're not laughing your ass off. You're sitting on the other side of the thing like this. Get him. I'm going to make this guy so mad. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. You said MAGA was destroying the Constitution. That's what you said. Then you changed the goalposts and you accuse me of changing the goalpost. Don't you see your ridiculousness? What's up, Ridgeline? It's good to be on the TV. We're just wrapping it up here now. Why do they always look like this? What? What do you mean? Do you mean awesome? You must mean awesome. Yes. Why do they always look so awesome? I don't know. I don't do anything. I just look this way. I shaved this morning. It all came back. It's crazy. It's crazy. I guess when you're a real man, you can go a beard like this. That's probably it. That's probably it. I'm just tired of I mean, like I'm all for. I enjoy like going back and forth with the left. I enjoy it. I even enjoy trolls sometimes, but you gotta be good at it. Like these trolls that were in here tonight just aren't good at it. They're not. They're not. They're just not good at it. They're just angry. You could tell they're just angry, and that's kind of what's driving their comments. You didn't answer my comment. You didn't answer my comment. That means you're scared. I've heard that for 5 years now. Okay. It doesn't mean I'm scared. It means I either have a lot of comments coming through and I can't just sit here and read your ridiculous comments all night, or they're just too stupid. I'm not going to argue with someone who just straight lies. That's ridiculous. There's no winning in that. So I'll pass. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and follow. If you want, you should donate. Right? Is that what I'm supposed to say? Follow me on social media. I need it. I need it. I'm so lonely. I need you to follow me on social media. It makes me feel better. It gives my life meaning. Look how frustrated you are because of me. I do seem very frustrated. Look how frustrated I am. I'm so triggered. You've got me so mad. I've never dealt with a troll before. I've never. Come on, man. You got me all flustered. I'm going to think about it all night. All night. It's going to be on my mind all day tomorrow. I'm going to be all upset about how you got me. Or not. Probably I won't be. Probably I won't be. I don't think you understand. Maybe you're new here. I don't know. But that doesn't bother me. I've been through the fire. And I came out unscathed on the other side. No one can touch me. I'm untouchable. Oh, my day went well. I did some work. Knocked out some work for some customers. Got off a little early. What the heck? No, no, no. Stop that. Uh, what are we doing? Hang on. I bumped a button. I just bumped a button there. Sorry, guys. Bulletproof. Bulletproof. I mean, you want to say it? It's actually kind of true. I'm one of the only ones, I think, maybe the only one that didn't have anything happen, nothing bad, whatever. But that's not hate on anybody else. Everybody makes mistakes, except me. He ain't letting you hit, man. What's that mean? I'm not feeling the best. So what's wrong? What's wrong? I enjoy life, man. Don't let all this garbage get you down. You know, it doesn't have any effect on your life. You know, these cases and stuff. Yeah, it may be interesting to follow, and they're horrible cases, and whatever. But don't let it bring you down. Don't turn into this guy who's just obsessed with me apparently and needs me to see his comment, read his comment. Makes him feel important. Make sure you hit the bell. That way you'll know when you can come back in and try to get under my skin. How it hurts to suck MAGA loyalist. You seem very intelligent. You're very eloquent. The way that you define your point and then use just weaving the English language into a beautiful song of logic with your points. I don't understand how everybody doesn't just believe whatever it is you say. Nobody rewinds stream. Is he telling me to rewind it, man? Did he say rewind it? I'm all about a good president, but Trump isn't no damn good president by a long shot. All right. I mean, whatever. We all are welcome to our opinion. Look, I listen to everybody. Yeah, I make fun of people and stuff. I make fun of people, usually in good humor. Like, I don't hate that guy that was in there. I don't remember his name, War or something. I don't hate that guy. It doesn't bother me. He's like, I'm not gonna think about him when I turn it off, or anyone else that we always have trolls in here. People that know we always have trolls in here. That's fine. You can't let all this stuff get to you, you know? Yeah, that story about that woman that killed her kids is absolutely tragic. It's horrible. It's horrible. But it's not going to change your life. It's not going to impact it in any way at all, except for the bullcrap arguing on social media. And then it affects you in a negative way. So the act that lady committed that should only have reached to her family and friends and people that knew her and such, it should only have affected those people, is now reaching its ugly tentacles all across social media to get people arguing with each other and mad about this and angry about that. And they hate men. One lady said if she had a button that could kill every man in the world, she would do it. How are we gotten to the point where everybody is so fragile? How are we here where everybody is so fragile? Warlight, they're just ignoring you because you keep bringing it up, bro. I agree with you fully, but you gotta lock in here, bro. Nobody rewinds streams, loser. Exactly, because this stream is irrelevant. It's not irrelevant to you. It's the most important thing going on in your life right now. So that's funny. Now tell me how I'm wrong or something. But clearly, if someone rewound the stream, they would see MAG Americans redefining his question to deflect from examples. I'm pretty sure that's not what they would see. I'm pretty sure that's not what they would see, but that's all right. That's all right. All right, guys. Well, I got to get up early in the morning and go to work because I have a hard job. Man. I got a hard job. Got to get there to work. And I want everybody to remember to pray for your enemies. Pray for this guy. Pray for those people out there that are angry for no reason. These people that think that they hate me because I believe a couple different things than they believe. Right? How ridiculous is that? So we should pray for those people. Pray that their hearts are softened. And in the spirit of faith, not being here. Smile at a stranger. It could make their day. You never really know. It really could. It looks like some people in here really need to see a smile. Maybe Warlight and John Smith can exchange phone numbers and they can go talk about how stupid I am. Oh, God bless you guys. I love you guys too. Thank you for being here. I know it's Thursday night. It's what it is, We'll see what happens. But we will see you next Thursday and maybe before that. Your deranged obsession with me and blatant disregard for any form of truth whatsoever is deeply disturbing, and I am praying you get the help you so clearly need. Amen to that, Jericho. Make sure it's sincere, though. We got to be sincere because these people are lost. They're lost. We're not going to switch them over to our side or convince them to come to our side. Thank you. If we're angry and bitter and mean to them. Now, I'll make fun for sure, but I'm not mean to them. God bless you guys. Have a great Friday. Oh, my gosh, the weekend. I can use a day off. First football game this Friday night. Got some starters playing. See how that goes. But anyway, God bless you guys. We will see you soon. Don't forget to hit the bell, like, share, make sure that you do a donation or something, buy a shirt or whatever, because that's where I find my value. I need likes and shares. Somebody help me to prop up my weak self-image. Help